I've never talked about this before, but a lot of people have been asking me recently in my stories whether or not I'm neurodivergent or on the spectrum, which I have not talked about before. But I'd love to, I don't know, I don't feel any shame around it, and it'd be freeing to share and get it off my chest, I guess. So when I was really young, I felt very different, almost trapped in my own mind, in my head. There was an endless amount of stimuli. I could not turn my brain off, and things that would seem very easy for my peers, my siblings, were quite difficult for me, specifically social circumstances or high stimuli locations. I couldn't crack the code of socialization. I couldn't talk as a kid because of that. I just didn't fit in. I would just study people, as weird as that sounds. I would study how they would interact, but deep dive study and just watch, but I couldn't talk. And yeah, when I was really, really young, I got pulled aside by my school and force tested for autism, which my parents did not want to accept the label of, and makes sense. They didn't want to treat me different, and they didn't end up treating me different growing up, which yeah, I just felt very felt very isolated as a kid, and a lot of things were just a little more challenging. Further on now, I'm very thankful I've taken the time to learn how my brain works, and I'm very thankful for it. I'm very thankful for the way my brain works. It's been probably my biggest struggle and also my greatest asset. It's allowed me to learn things very fast. It's allowed me to memorize things quite fast. Yeah, as a kid, I found solace in coding and learned a significant amount of languages when I was really young. And that, weirdly enough, allowed me to cross-reference code into real life and look for those similar patterns interacting with typical life, which allowed me to progress in a lot of areas that would have been much more difficult. Yeah, I don't know, it was more hard when I was younger. I remember a specific situation when I had a crush on a girl in school when I was really, really young, and her friend told her, hey, don't talk to him, he has autism, because I would always walk around with my hood up because just the stimuli was enormous and it was hard to operate within. And yeah, just specifically social situations became very difficult. But now I've learned how my brain works and have, I'm not forcing myself to operate in the same way as other people, but to learn how I work, and have turned that into an asset that I'm very thankful for. And I don't go to high stimuli places. I go to locations that are very low stimuli because I have an enormous amount of stimuli going on in my brain that I can't turn off. And I focus on situations or interests that allow me to utilize my high stimuli brain. So coding or areas of science, or things that I'm able to dive really deep into and that allow me to focus on for long periods of time. But yeah, I'm very thankful. And if you have any questions, I know there's a lot of misinformation around this topic. Obviously, I can only speak through my experience, but if you do have any questions, let me know. Yeah, thankful for you.